Here's what I really think of Finland.
Who will make the cut? Who will win our hearts? MJT Reviews.
Mitchell James calling. Welcome back to MJT Reviews. This is Finland, Darude, featuring Sebastian, Rejman, and the song is called Look Away.
Look away, is it in my head?
So just look away. Or you don't have to, you can continue watching this. But here are my top 3 Darude songs from the national selection, UMK.
Release me. Look away, is it in my head? 'Cause only you can make me fly like I'm Superman. Like a Superman.
So, Look Away 1. What did I think of Look Away? Well, as far as the DJ song goes in Eurovision, this is pretty good. It's definitely not as bad as Poland in 2018. Do, 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 do. I still don't get what the appeal of a DJ song does at Eurovision, because mostly they're air guitar players. When you're a DJ, yeah, you do a lot, and you can do a lot live, but remember the rules now for Eurovision. Maybe in the 90s, DJing would have been really cool, but it's a little bit difficult to do because, well, it's impossible to do well as a DJ in Eurovision because you can't play any live music. It has to all be pre-recorded. The only thing you can get involved in is vocals, but nowadays you don't even have to you can have distorted vocals. So Darude, really very talented, very legendary DJ, but, well, not even DJ, but a producer, right? A producer on stage, what can you do but really perform to the crowd as a highly paid dancer in a way? And so I'm sure he can woo the crowd, but I mean, do I want that in a song contest? I kind of want to see the artist's technical abilities. So that's why I never really get on board with this DJ/producer on stage thing at Eurovision, for that reason. I like that the chorus in this song consists of the vocals. In this instance, it's look away, look away, look away, and in my head, is it in my head? Look away, look away. There are so many vocals that it makes it great because, and Darude actually comes from a time, he's still very relevant, but I mean, he was doing, as you know, as we all know, Sandstorm. I'm on many others, but I must mean if the people that don't know anything else, they know Sandstorm. And that was at a time where dance music was at its finest because it just didn't have the let the beat drop moments where all these kind of people like, I love dance music because I love how you just wait for the beat to drop. No, that's not what music is about. And so Darude and other artists, like, I'm thinking Toka's Miracle. It's one of my favorite dance songs. And I'll just put the other song that I'm thinking of. I don't know how to sing it. But they kind of come from moments where you actually include vocals as your hook, but the vocals still don't overtake the power of the dance track. And that was when dance was at its finest. Now we have, like, even in pop songs, the most bubblegum pop song, the chorus will be completely instrumental. And so that's not very helpful in the industry because obviously it's just music that you can fake anyway. And so especially this isn't very helpful when, you know, like last year in Poland, you don't sing throughout the whole chorus. But obviously Darude knows what he's doing and has vocals throughout, and it really helps. It helps the music. It supports the music. It's not the leading kind of piece to the song. Sebastian has a kind of Nickelback voice from what I can hear. It's an interesting rustic pop voice, which is a really interesting contrast in a dance track. And I actually really liked it. And when he sings the high notes, head,
Is it in my head?
you can hear like that rusticness. Nickelback I'm thinking of. One thing I noticed by the end of this song is that the verses are really long. Sometimes, I've heard this song now a few times and I've kind of done other things while I've been listening to this song. And I was like, okay, well, they're in the second verse, so I've got a little bit more to where I can go in, like on the outside of my room and do this. And then I realized that the song's over. I'm like, wow, well, that was kind of quick, but kind of long in a way. It very reminiscent to Courtney Act. I'm going to keep using her entry, Fight for Love, which was in Australia Decides this year, in that it was like first verse, chorus, second verse, chorus, done. And this was the same. It was first verse, like this one I think had a little bit of a bridge, so did Fight for Love. Did it have a bridge? Either way, it had a verse, chorus, verse, chorus. And the choruses were, I guess the verses were long and the choruses were long. So it was a simplistic structure. I don't know if that's like him saying, well, there's not much you can do with 3 minutes. But I probably would have wanted to hear a little bit more, maybe take out some things in the verses. I'm sure many people will have fun with this song, and it is quite a popular genre of music still. And when that isn't really represented from many other entries that are kind of similar, you can kind of pack a pile into similar songs, then those kind of songs do really well in the votes. So this might shock people when it comes to voting. I think this will go through the final, and I don't know what will happen in the final. It could do anything. I think though that this is Finland, and Finland doesn't always get a fair go just because, I don't know, it just doesn't. Although it won once, so anything is possible. You can defy logistics, or you can defy a reputation. But I think that this one won't do incredible, but I think definitely final, and I'm not sure. It could do well. I really don't know. The only thing that I have against this song is that, well, something I do have against this song is that the message really interests me. On kind of listening to it just briefly, you get the vibe that it's making an impactful statement. It's talking about climate change, I think. And so then you have the words like look away. And then look away. And the problem is I'm guessing that the song's about climate change because like so many entries in Eurovision that try to make a statement or have like this powerful message, they don't want to offend anyone from the other side, so they make it very vague and you don't really get what they're saying. They're not being specific, they're not really standing up for what they believe in, but they're just saying a little bit, some keywords, like it's a kind of SEO search thing. But yeah, and then I thought that the music video was kind of weird where they just look away, look away, look away, look away. Yeah. I thought it was interesting. I get that they're saying to us like, well, all this stuff is happening, but you know, in the end, you just look away. I see it as like reverse psychology in a way. They're telling us like, hey, actually do something about it. And people are like, well, I'm not going to look away anymore. I'm going to do something about it. But once again, do what? You never said what to do. But anyway, that happens a lot in songs. I'm thinking Hungary in 2015. Wars for Nothing, if you remember that song. So it happens a lot. Anyway, that was my take on Finland. See what my juror members thought. There's a jury video all about Finland, so check that out. Subscribe to see all the other review videos, and guess what? I'll be reviewing to your country. So until then, bonsoir Europe, and goodbye.